Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for January 2025. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Virgo. First things first, Happy New Year. I'm really excited to ring in the new year with you. 2025 is going to be big. You know that, right? You know that for you especially. All right. So listen, let's jump right into it. January 2025. It's going to feel, the first 2 weeks kind of like cruise control. All right. Because there's a lot happening. And a lot of it is saying, don't do anything. You're going to hit the ground running where it's kind of a bonkers month. You see, these are all just transits. All of this, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. It's not even including the aspects of the month, the aspects that just, move you for, do things right for you. Those are on the back and we'll get to that, but it's definitely a big month. You see Mercury's going to be in 3 signs here. Your ruling planet. Wow. There's going to be a lot on your mind. There's going to be a lot on your mind. You also notice that Mars is going to be moving back into Cancer officially. We'll talk about that. It's still retrograde all month, and we're pretty much in the heart of it. Mid-month would be, halfway through the retrograde. And we're moving into Aquarius season. That's going to be big for you. We'll talk about that later as well. But, and obviously the nodal shifts, right? North node moving into Pisces, South node into Virgo. So very interesting month. And now, the first 2 weeks, like I said, it is more planning mode. It's completing things. It's getting all your ducks in a row. It's detoxing things you do not want to bring into 2025 with you. Restructuring a lot of things in your life as well. And, kind of triple checking your aspirations, right? Because you're going to find yourself the first week and a half, first 2 weeks, it's going to feel like anything that they're just going to feel like you're hitting dead ends because of what's happening, right? It's going to be, Mars is retrograde officially, right? And Mars is a planet of action, drive, passion, power, all of that. And he doesn't have his full powers. Now, also remember, we still are under the umbrella of the Jupiter-Saturn square for the first 2 weeks. We're also under the umbrella of the Mars-Pluto opposition. That's going to actually happen January 2nd, January 3rd, depending on where you live. But you're feeling it now because you feel that weeks before. And you're going to be feeling that for the first few weeks of January as well. Now, Mars retrograde in Cancer. Remember that. Okay. That is going to be in your 11th house. So basically, Virgo, you may have moments with friends. You may have moments with maybe even communities that you belong to. And it's your 11th house, so it's your hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay, so there may be adjustments that you are making, and it's only going to benefit you if you just plan. All right, the first few weeks, even reassess things as well, because once we get to the second half of January, that is epic of cosmic proportions. You're going to see a lot of things just boom, boom, boom. So you want to be ready for that. Okay. You definitely want to be ready for that. And just so you know, really pay attention to what I say for the first week and a half, because next week I'm not going to be doing your weekly forecast for the first week of January because not a lot is happening. It's just more planning mode. I'm going to be doing the second parts of your 2025 forecast. There's 2025, as if you saw your annual forecast already, it is a year that like I said, we've never experienced a year like 2025 in human history. Now, I'm recording this, in December, end of December, and that there's been some stuff happening. So we're going to so you see 2025 is going to be a year of big change, a lot of big firsts. And again, I'm going to do the second part of your annual forecast because there was a lot I didn't have room to say. Now, remember, not only are we under the influence of Jupiter square Saturn, Mars opposite Pluto the first few weeks, don't forget we also had that new moon in Capricorn. And that happened at the end of December 30th. So you will still feel that too. So things are changing for you. New beginnings, okay, new paths. That was in your 5th house of true love, of romance, of joy, pleasure, family, children, recreation, procreation, all of that. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Things are still happening for you. Things are still happening for you with Mars moving back to Cancer on January 6th, as you see here. I'm sorry. Yeah. January 6th. It's going to feel. So remember what I said in October and November, if you are a subscriber. I told you what happens in October and November for you, Virgo, that has to do with maybe a friendship, maybe a group you belong to, maybe something with your friends or communities, or also your hopes and wishes and dreams. You're coming back to it now. There's something that you're revisiting with Mars now moving back into Cancer retrograde. I was just keep that in mind. That's going to be all month long. All right. That's going to be all month. And it's another reason for you to just kind of build your to-do list, even your resume if you're looking for a new job, maybe even adjusting your Tinder settings, your Bumble settings if you're looking for love, all of that. Just do all that in the first a few weeks, all right? With Mars opposite Pluto right off the bat. January 2nd, January 3rd, like I said, that can be power struggles. It can be egos at play. It can be, even like authority figures. I mean, it is, a lot of competitive energy. People will be in moods, all right, with Mars and Cancer, by the way. Remember, Cancer is the crab. The pinchers come out. People will be veering more toward no for things that you want. Now, Mars is in Leo, Pluto in Aquarius for that opposition. Those are two fixed signs, okay? So there's a little, like, no one's really budging. And Mars, the warrior god, right? And Pluto, which likes to break things down, they're just not seeing eye to eye. And so there could be also some secrets that's being like unearthed around this time for you. It's going to be a time where you are going to have a lot of intuitive moments with the fact that Mars opposite Pluto is in your 12th house and your 6th house. There's also going to be something here with colleagues, employees. This impacts your everyday activities, right? Your 6th house. And you would know that. You're the native ruler of the 6th house. So just keep that in mind, something that might be testing you, your individuality, your freedom, just a bit of like power struggles and control, okay, with that aspect. And again, you're going to feel it for the first 2 weeks. Now, how do you channel this energy to benefit you? Well, creatively, okay? A lot of creative energy flying around this time, even physical energy, right? So really take that time. Mars is physicality. So use this aspect for you, okay? Go, bake cookies, all right? Go audition for Annie. Go, walk the dogs on the moon. Just do something that just keeps you busy, all right? But again, it really is still just planning mode because Mars retrograde in Cancer all month since starting January 6th. Cancer it's a nurturing sign. It's family, it's home, all of that. And so remember what I said back in October when Mars was in Cancer and was going into shadow. Mars is like Thor, right? Like it's Ares, the god of war. Picture him at a housewarming party. Picture him, doing air kisses and eating deviled eggs. Mars does not like any of that. He does not like being in Cancer. He does not like being retrograde. So again, the pictures can come out. So always be responsive, not reactive this month, okay? Especially with friendships, because that's where it's going to be emphasized for all Virgos. All right. So just, keep that in mind. You could feel extra sensitive around this time, even defensive. Little things. It's those little things. Remember, don't sweat the small stuff because that's what Mars and Cancer is going to make a lot of people do. It's just like the little things will get them, right? Even the fact that like I'm wearing 2 necklaces, you might be looking at me and be like, why is he, right? So that's that Mars retrograded in Cancer energy. And on top of that, we will have the Sun opposite Mars mid-month as well. We're going to talk about that as well. So just remember to stay frosty, be cool. The 2 most powerful warriors are patience and time. Thank you to whoever, if any of your Virgos, y'all are so smart, right? If you can tell me who said that, who wrote that, you get some cookies. Okay, so just to reiterate that, because I really have to emphasize this, the first 2 weeks, just map things out, plan things, downward dog, just have get in planning mode. All right. And don't forget, you still have Jupiter and Gemini, right? So that's going to be very nice. Follow your curiosities, explore new things, especially when it comes to career and fame, recognition from the people that you need recognition from or want recognition from, all of that. All right. This is going to be a big time. This is going to be a big time for everybody, but for you, just, remember you're on a karmic journey. Continue to vibrate at this high frequency and just know that if things are not moving fast enough for you in the first few weeks, you're gonna hit the ground running by the time we get to like the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, especially by the 20th. And you want to be prepared for that. Now, you also see, and now for some fun, great news. Okay, you see Venus moving into Pisces. This is huge. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Now, what does that mean, Venus exalted in Pisces? Well, it's like Venus is, in her best place, the best place she can be, in her throne, but exalted, meaning she's not only in a throne, she's in a throne that's being carried by, people like the Archie crew, whoever. This is big. Venus in Pisces is all about compassion, it's empathy, it's spirituality, it's intuition, it's a love letter. It's a message in a bottle. It's going to be a time all month long, by the way. Venus will be in Pisces the entire month, where you're going to feel your heart swell. And it's going to be directed toward partnerships and relationships, okay? Because Venus in Pisces, that's your seventh house. And it can be love. It can be career related. It's just one-on-one commitments. There could be something with legal matters here too, but you're just definitely going to feel emotionally driven toward the things that bring you pleasure, what you desire. Yes, love, money, creativity, beauty, shopping, everything that Venus represents, all on the table here. Intuition and creativity, those are like the golden buzzers. So really harness those energies all month. Now, you also see January 8th, Mercury will leave Sagittarius and move into Capricorn. This is your ruling planet moving into your fifth house of true love and romance and fun and pleasure and recreation and, like I said, procreation as well. And so anything new that started brewing for you after that new moon in Capricorn road, now you're processing things. And Mercury in Capricorn is very grounded. It's very disciplined. It's your fellow, earth sign, your BFF. So you're definitely going to feel this energy. It's all about mapping things out in terms of long-term goals. This is Mercury in Capricorn, okay? It's very no nonsense. All right. So you're definitely going to be processing things, having a lot of conversations around this time about your future when it comes to everything that I just talked about that has to do with the fifth house. Now, you also see on the 11th, Saturday, January 11th, North Node moving into Pisces, South Node moving into your sign. This is major. And I talk a lot more about this in your annual forecast. So I'm just going to, just for a hot second, just remind you that this is what I call the healing path, the healing journey. All right. This Pisces Virgo energy. Now, this is really big. It's all year long until mid 2026. The last time you had this was in 2006. Okay. It's been 17, 18 years. You're going to start feeling this shift from the get-go. All right. The nodes, by the way, the North Node, South Node, that's your mission statement, okay? That's your higher purpose. Those are those faded points in the sky of destiny, what you're destined for, why you're here on Earth. And the biggest focus for you will be partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, okay? Again, whatever area in your life that you're exerting that energy into, whether it's love, whether it's romance or career over here, or maybe even a family member, or maybe that you're going to feel this. Okay. You're going to feel this. And there is definitely going to be a big focus on health in general. With this, this cycle of the nodes. All right. Now, South Node in your sign, what does that mean? It means you're letting go of things, certain routines, even that sense of like perfectionism, something about you that's like, okay, does this always have to be, this way for me? In terms of like not being hard on yourself, you're letting all of that go. Okay. All of that go. All right. And remember, Virgo does rule the digestive system. And so that's like gut health. All right. Remember, so there's going to be emotional health, mental health, physical health, all on the table, spiritual health, social health, now in gut health, right? And so the gut, the reason I bring this up, that's your second brain. Some people say it's your first brain. Up here, there's your second brain. It's your intuition. That's all at play here. Trusting your gut. Okay. Now, really, really big thing. You see something amazing happening here. You've got Venus, Saturn, Neptune, and now the North Node, all in Pisces, this incredible stellium in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships and legal matters and one-on-one commitments. I mean, this is big. You're going to see a lot of movement here. You're going to see a lot of focus here. You're going to see Pisces is the dream, right? It's dreams. You're going to dream big. All right. So really harness this energy. This is going to be very nice for you. And it's going to be bringing a lot of spirituality into this area of your life as well. So I really love this for you. Okay. The nodal shifts. Now, speaking of the lunar nodes, you see that on Monday, January 13th, we've got the full moon in Cancer. This is huge. This is major. It's inspiring. It's lovely. It's compassionate. It's mothering. It's nurturing. I love this. And because the North Node has moved into Pisces, now we have this wonderful trine between the North Node and the, Moon of Cancer on this day. This is gorgeous. This is amazing. So really, mark this in the books for you. Mark this in the books. Just remember, and this, again, Cancer rules your 11th house, like I said. So there could be something here that is healing for you, illuminated for you, right? With this full moon, all right? Something coming to closure or something just ascending in another area, a turning point in your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, or something that has to do with your social network or just your networks or networking. Be mindful of the fact that, we do have that Pluto, Mars opposition. It's going to be, opposing this moon. There's definitely going to be something here. You're going to recognize something does have to go. Okay. And remember, there is going to be an emphasis on family as well. All right. Family, home, your squad. Now, what's very interesting about this full moon in Cancer on the 13th is the fact that the sun will trine Uranus. That is so rare. That's rare. That's a rare aspect. So Uranus, the great awakener. I don't know why I did that with my hand. Uranus, the great awakener, the planet of surprises and the unexpected. You're going to get like really great news around this time. This is in your 9th house. So there's something here. Again, that's spirituality. That's long distance travel. There could be good news coming up from foreign cultures, foreign lands. It's publishing. It's broadcasting. This is big. It's wisdom, inner wisdom. There's this great big knowing that you're going to have around this time. This is big for you. Okay. So mark it in your calendar. Then, Sunday, January 19th, we enter Aquarius season. This is huge. Aquarius, this is going to be for the next 4 weeks, Aquarius season. Aquarius is known as the innovator, the genius, very eccentric, but very forward thinking in terms of, being driven by positive change. Freedom is a big, big Aquarius theme. All right. Feeling free. Aquarius is the humanitarian, knowledge for all, the water bearer, it's glyph, right? Ganymede, chosen by the gods to serve the greater good. It's all about seeking that higher knowledge and spreading it. So that's what you're going to feel for the next, 4 weeks as we enter Aquarius season. And that is your 6th house. And the 6th house, again, that's you. You are the native ruler of the 6th house, Virgo. 6th house is all about service to others. So this, I really love for you. And there's going to be a lot of emphasis on, like I said, colleagues, employees. If you own a business, run a business, maybe hiring people, there's just going to be a lot of emphasis here. Health matters really big. Okay. Maybe even like your doctors, your medical professionals, like there's going to be activity around this time. All right. So just keep that in mind. As you know, we will talk about it in your weekly forecast. Oh, I forgot to say, if you are new to my channel, I'm giving you your astrological overview. Then I break it down. That's when I do your spread. After your spread, I break it down week by week. And then I pull more cards. I tell you what to aspects for you to mark on your calendars, for you to expect. That's going to have a great impact on you, Virgo. And then after that, yes, I have my second deck for your second spread, where we go a little bit deeper as well. So, okay, back to Aquarius season. Remember, Pluto is now in Aquarius too. Big for 19 years, all right? And he's just getting started. You're going to see. You've already been seeing what Pluto, and look at my last live stream. You're already seeing what Pluto and Aquarius is doing. You already see that on a world level. Okay, so just keep that in mind. you've got Pluto in Aquarius, Ascendant Aquarius. Um, there is almost like a rebellious energy with Aquarius too. They're known to be the rebellious independent type. So you're going to be feeling that energy as well. All right. But in a good way, like in a, in the way of like James Dean or, Rosa Parks or Virginia Woolf or, Harry Styles, all these Aquarians, Alice Cooper, right? So marching to your own drum beat, but being very social and being in a place where you're going to be helping others, Virgo. You're going to be wanting to do that because as we enter Aquarius season, the sun is going to conjunct Pluto in Aquarius in your sixth house, which you rule. So it's going to be big. When, like I said earlier, once we hit mid-month, boom, things like you're going to hit the ground running. Now, January 27th, Mercury then moves into Aquarius. So there you go. This, it's funny because a lot of astrologers still consider Mercury exalted in Aquarius. And I don't think, like, it's intelligent. Mercury in Aquarius, very, forward thinking. All right. This is going to help you see things in new directions and new ways. It's very progressive. It's very like, you're going to have like sparks of brilliant ideas, inventive ideas, thinking outside the box. Okay, so I love this for you. And then on the 29th, we have our new moon in Aquarius. Okay, now, why is this you should mark this in your calendar. Jupiter, the planet of abundance, expansion, luck, good fortune, profit, wisdom, all of that will be trining the sun and the moon. So the biggest, most enormously auspicious energy here. And you have Mercury and Pluto, right? The sun and Mercury conjuncting Pluto during this time as well. Huge. Big. This is big. So I can definitely see. So Jupiter, remember Gemini, like I said, is your 10th house, and all this Aquarius energy. Aquarius rules your 6th house. Remember I said that's work. And then you've got career over here. So will a lot of Virgos start their own business? Start a new career, start a new profession, do something different, get promoted, something here, something, maybe one of your videos goes viral if, you're in broadcasting or publishing, or, maybe like a podcast goes viral. Something is going to be major for you around this time. Okay. It's going to be big, especially when it comes to career, profession, passions, things like that. All right. So again, the second half, it's just bonkers. This is one of the best new moons of the year. All right, so let's turn around. Let's show you. Actually, if you're because I get a lot of questions from y'all asking me about my chart, my birth chart, my natal chart. Let me just tell you something really crazy. You'll hear something crazy. I have Mercury in Capricorn. I have Mars retrograde in Cancer. Okay, I have the sun in Aquarius. I'm in Aquarius. I have Jupiter in Gemini in my chart. I have Moon in Virgo. I get y'all. So this is going to be a big month for me. Anyway, let's talk about these aspects. You see, again, big, and this is only half, not even half. I didn't have room. January, as you can see, like I said, look, not until we get to the 12th, 13th. That's when things get cooking. So again, the first 2 weeks is planning mode, like with everything I said earlier, right? This is huge because again, this is only half. Not everything is here. I didn't need to have room to write the sextiles, and sextiles are amazing windows of opportunity. And there are so many wonderful ones happening for you, Virgo, this month. It's major. Sextiles that only happen like twice a year. So rare. A lot of rare aspects. All right. And again, we'll talk about them. If you want to take a screenshot or, come back to this, you can always do that. But remember, we'll break it down when I go through week by week for you. Okay. After your spread. So let's get started, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you for January 2025 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Virgo. Virgo, hi, how are ya? Listen, did you like the way that I was like staring at you for, I love y'all. Virgo, I love y'all. Every time I do your spread, every time I do your reading, I always think of my mom and my dog. She's sleeping right here. They're both Virgos. All right. Virgos, I do a traditional Celtic Cross spread. It gives a best overview, right? And especially for a monthly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Virgos, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, there you go. Literally everything that I just said earlier, it's a thing. All right. Oh my gosh. Just the way that this is aligning with, so you can see you're good. You can see this is going to be an amazing month for you. And there's one thing that I'm going to bring up. All right. Remember, there's something you've got to let go. Take that time in the first 2 weeks knowing what it is. You do not want to bring it into Aquarius season. Okay. Now, Knight of Cups. Wow, you're kicking off the month with the Knight of Cups. Now, what did I say about partnerships and relationships? The Knight of Cups, that's what he represents. Look at him extending his cup. He wants to share it with someone. He wants someone to join him on his journey. He is the knight in shining armor, so a lot of love energy here. But again, remember, career is a big thing happening for you. So it can be career. It could even be platonic. It could be anything. That one-on-one commitment, and it can even be just you want to be emotionally fulfilled. All right, but there is this element of partnerships, relationships, as I mentioned, because, and I'm doubling down here, because the Knight of Cups is Pisces. So remember, you've got the North Node, Saturn, Venus, the planet of love and relationships, by the way, all in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, all of that, right? Stellium in Pisces, big energy. So it could have already happened, all right? There could have been some emphasis on partnerships and relationships that you are now moving into this, month with. Or you could have even recently met someone or partnered up with someone, or got a new business partner, or there could have been you could have reached a peak in a relationship in some way that felt just really, really good. But at the end of the day, it's all about you being emotionally fulfilled. Now look at what's happening here. You've got the Four of Wands in the heart of your spread. Remember, this is a monthly forecast. This is a monthly, so you've got a lot to look forward to, a lot to celebrate here. This is a card celebration. Remember, I said there's an element of feeling free, freeing yourself, right? Being able to express yourself this month. Well, they're outside the castle. They're free AF. Okay, they're free AF. This is celebration. This is milestones. This is getting married. This is coming after the Knight of Cups. This is getting married. This is getting proposed to. This is parting up with somebody in terms of business. This is having a baby. Remember, you've all this Capricorn energy. Your fifth house of that's babies. That's procreation. This is just think milestones, getting promoted, getting a new job, launching your own business. There's something here, something that's freeing you. And you see the couple here. It seems like a lot of y'all there it's like you're not doing it, you have someone else for this journey. This is major. This is major. I absolutely love this for you. All right. And you know what's also interesting? This card is attributed to, it's an Aries card in the heart of your spread. All right. So remember, Aries rules your eighth house. There's an element of relationships and partnerships with the eighth house is depth, intensity. All right. So it's really, really nice. Financial matters as well. Okay. Now, hey, look at what you got here. You got the devil and your challenge area. So remember what I said, with South Node moving into your sign, already start recognizing what you have to let go. Is there something within you that you're like, okay, I've been sabotaging myself in some way. I'm recognizing it now. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was doing this. I'm letting it go. I don't want to bring it into 2025. The devil energy is like energy, like vampire, energy vampire. It's like, why am I exerting a lot of energy into this when I know deep down inside, I just want to break free from these chains, right? And the devil is card 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So this, who's in this card? The people from the Lovers card. So another wink and nod to partnerships and relationships. Maybe there's something here that will make things just smooth sailing, like rocket ship, like no undulation in the sea type of energy. When you can recognize something that you're just like, gotta let this go. It seems like a lot of y'all are doing it because of these higher frequencies that are happening for you already. So it's just a gentle reminder is what it is. Now, there you go. Interesting, right? You got the Eight of Wands in your crown. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, you see the wands completely aligned here. This is movement. There's action here. There's inspired action here. There's things happening for you. There's things moving really fast for you, especially with your ruling planet in 3 signs this month. Okay. So there's going to be a lot that you're going to be, what your to-do list, things like that. Okay. This card, in fact, is attributed to Mercury in Sagittarius, by the way. So Sagittarius does rule your 4th house of home, the foundations of your life, significant other, things like that, right? And remember, with that full moon in Cancer and Mars in Cancer, just in general, that's you're gonna have an emphasis there. But this is really great. We even call these arrows like the arrows of love. It can be your great passions. It can be, work related, right? One's career, enterprise, all of that. This is absolutely amazing because you got the 4 of Swords as well. And the root of your spread, the 4 of Swords, another card referencing partnerships and relationships. Why? Because this card is attributed to Jupiter in Libra. Libra rules partnerships and relationships. Wow. Big, big. And so this is really great. This is having that stillness of mind, right? This is having that aligning, cleansing chakras, aura, energy, all of that. That's what he's doing here. Just that little bit of a retreat, right? Up here, just calming the mind. So because your ruling planet will be very active, no, not even like no retrogrades, none of that. Like 3 different signs, yes. So there is going to be a little bit of that this month where you're going to have some moments of alone time. And take them, okay? Take them to just really process things and know that you have all this comfort and support all around you, which is really, really nice. And you got the Queen of Pentacles in your future. You're good. You're absolutely good here. There are a lot of details in the Queen of Pentacles that reference the Magician card, all right? And so I'm not going to go too much into it, but there is almost like there's something here where there's this magic happening and you get to build the world that you want to live in because you have the resources to do so, like the Queen of Pentacles here. And you'll even see, so you see the rose at the top that you see in the Magician card, even the same outfit, but I'm going to point that out, the little bunny rabbit in the corner. Yeah, you see the little, the Magician pulls anyway, that represents like this fertility and this growth and things happening for you. And she has this great maternal side to her. This is big. So it's you taking care of others. What did I say from the beginning, right? There's this sense of everything that you're doing, it's not only for your comfort but for people within your orbit as well. And being able to live in a world where you don't have to worry about this, worry about that. Like, look at your entire spread for the month. Wow. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, y'all are amazing. Y'all crack me up. Oh my goodness. Y'all, listen, I do, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Yeah, I appreciate all of that. I love hearing from you. Become a member, and I'd love for you to join the community. Y'all and all members, I really appreciate all of y'all. I don't know. I'm just very emotional, about this new year and January and things like that. All right, so I'm just, that's me speaking from the heart. Anyway, let's get to your stuff. Yeah. Virgos, y'all, listen. You got this. You got justice. This is amazing. Yes, a lot of y'all are definitely getting married. Tying the knot. There's something here that's happening for you, or it could be on your mind. There could be a lot of y'all and if it's not marriage, it could be like renewing vows, or it could be just doing something official. Remember, I said there's a lot of emphasis not only in partnerships and relationships, but legal matters as well. So you see the Justice card here, you see the Judge here, but this is all about that balance. And by the way, Justice is attributed to Libra, so you've got these 2 partnership cards here, so it's still showing up for you. Very interesting with Justice showing up. So yeah, there is almost like something that's coming through for me is like a lot of y'all are having questions about, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing for me to do? Have those questions, but go deep and trust your intuition. Your intuition's you have all the answers inside you. You know that, right? And so really going deep, listening to your inner voice, being in touch with your higher mind, that's going to make all the difference. Okay. But there is this level of, you see that sword and the Judge's hand? Yeah. Let's use that to cut anything we don't need, anything that we don't need, you know, leave it back in 2024 because you want to have this great balance in your life. You even see that scale here, you know, in the judge's hand. Now, Five of Wands in your external factors area. So very interesting because this card is a Leo card. And remember, you know, we do have that Mars Pluto opposition, Mars being in Leo at that point. Remember, Mars is eventually going to move into Cancer. But Leo does rule your 12th house. So that is the subconscious. So I say, y'all are going to go deep. Y'all are going to go really deep and unroot things. Like I said, there may be some, you know, self-sabotage behaviors or bad behaviors or, you know, everything the devil represents, right? This is codependency. It's also, you know, obsessions, things that you know that you're like, oh, okay, let me just break free from this. Yeah. So Five of Wands, there may be something here internally that's going on where you're just like, okay, I've got to just rise above this and root anything that I know is holding me back. Okay. Now, the other thing that is another thing that's coming up for a lot is possibly there is going to be some, like I said, remember, there may be some not seeing eye to eye, especially in the first half of the month. And this is a card of like egos at play. So just be mindful of that. Ask yourself, do I want to have that energy around me? Do I want to be around that energy? Let me rise above this. Okay. Let me rise above this. And maybe even tell everybody, listen, we got to see eye to eye. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Jimmy said, wait until mid-January to, you know, have like, anyway, you're going to be fine. Just know that there may be a little bit of noise in the background, but rise above it. You got to go within. You got the sun as well. I mean, you're great here. Move toward it. That's optimism. That's high vibrations. Move toward it. That's what you want. All right. It seems like this rebirth as well. This new, you know, it's almost like a spiritual evolution. It's so sweet. It's so nice. A lot of achievements. There's things that y'all want that you're looking for, and it's like higher mind. When I say higher mind, there's a difference between the physical mind and the higher mind. The physical mind, that's where all your Mercury stuff is going to be happening, right? Processing things, intellect, logic. But then the higher mind, remember to have that great balance there too. Higher mind is what guides you, right? And intuition and all of that. Now, you got the Knight of Swords. This is absolutely amazing in your final outcome. So it does seem like there is going to be a lot of movement, a lot of conversations we're going to be having. Things are going to be very exciting for you. Like when I say things are going to like start cooking mid-month, like yes, this is, look at the fire under his feet, right? The Knight of Swords, all about intellect. So again, very even like these new ideas that you're running with or new things that have happened in your life that you're excited about, that you're running with, maybe even messages coming through, you telling messages that, or telling, you know, making big announcements as well. But there is a sense of like being bold and courageous and, you know, just not turning back. I love it. All right. So let's break it down. You're good. You know, this is clear as day here. Clear as day. Now, let's start with the first week. Let me tell you what's going on the first week for you, Virgo. The first week, as you know, Mars opposite Pluto, that's going to be happening. And then we all know Venus is moving into Pisces, Mars retrograde in Cancer, Mercury moves into Capricorn. And I'm thinking, you know, there's really not that many aspects. If there's one that I'm going to tell you, it would be January 4th. With the sun sextiling Saturn. Now, we are going to have this twice. We're going to have it again in June. Mars opposite Pluto, we're going to have that again, too. I think that's in June as well, by the way. Mars opposite Pluto. And Jupiter square Saturn, we will have that again. I believe it's April, May. But just, you know, remember, the more you work with those energies, the easier it is the second time, third time around. Now, sun sextile Saturn, this is going to be huge for you, okay? Because again, Saturn in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, this is wonderful. Remember, sextiles are amazing. They're amazing. Windows of opportunity, take them. You have to take those inspired actions. Now, this is when commitments can go a long way. Okay. Sun sextiling Saturn, and it's in your 7th house of commitment. So there could be something here that you feel, you know, inspired to have these long-term goals around anyway. But remember, a lot of this is planning. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of January. Yeah. And so listen, when I say you listen, remember, we're coming after that new moon in Capricorn. That's your 5th house. Fifth house is also creativity and it's self-expression. And you got the Page of Wands, right? For the first week. There's something new that's already happening for you, something that you're compelled by, your imagination just really, like Venus and Pisces alone. What did I say? Intuition, creativity, imagination. That's all existing here. This is someone who is ready to transform his life. Look at him, so compelled by that wand. Look at the leaves sprouting from that lawn. So set intentions. There is something new happening, and it could even be a message coming through for you this week that's really, significant, or someone coming into your life. New chapter happening in your life. All right. Now, second week of January, Virgo. Monday on January 13th, remember, we got that full moon in Cancer. With the Sun trining Uranus. Sun trining Uranus in your ninth house is absolutely amazing. Sun trine Uranus is rare. We twice a year. That's a twice a year aspect. Big, big, big. And then actually, on the 15th, the Sun will be opposite Mars. Just pay attention to this week. That's a strong aspect. You're going to feel definitely days before, days after. And this is rare in itself. For the Sun to be opposite Mars, Mars has to be retrograde, okay? And the last time we had the Sun opposite Mars, this is how rare it is, was December 2022, all right? So there's definitely something here that is really nice for you, okay? Remember, the Sun is a life force, Mars is action, physicality. You could literally feel amped up, physically charged, like ready to go. Okay. It's almost like, you found out you just won, free tacos for life or something. Like you're just like, oh my goodness. Like you're going to feel this charge. This is really nice. Okay. So remember, channel this energy. All right. Exercising, gardening. This is actually really big sexual energy as well. Particularly for you too, because you do have the Sun in Capricorn at this point. The fifth house, remember I said, is, procreation and sex and all of that. So yeah. It's very competitive energy as well, this type of aspect. And when I say that, in a very fun way, like using your wits, your skills, your, strengths. It's almost like being on a reality show. You have to beat the other contestants. You got to outsmart and outwit and whatnot. So it is something that you will feel that's a competitive energy. How to harness this energy? Remember, the Sun can be ego, Mars can be aggressive. So as long as that's toned down, this is going to be really fun for you. But please see what happens and pay attention to this week, because remember, we're at the midway point with the Mars retrograde anyway. And this is when things are you're starting to feel things, amp up. All right. So, and then we get to the 18th, Venus conjuncting Saturn. So, wow, January 18th. If I were you, I would mark this in your calendar. The first conjunction of the year. This is a huge burst. Conjunctions are the most powerful aspects. Okay. Now, Venus conjuncting Saturn. In your seventh house of partnerships and relationships, you have Venus, which is love and relationships as well. You've got your North Node here as well. Huge. Now, this is also really big in terms of legal matters, financial matters, building financial structure. Saturn, remember, tests you, okay? Remember, Saturn is life lessons and whatnot. So there could be some reality checks here, especially with relationships. Is this relationship even realistic? Like questions like that you may be having. Just remember, you're earning all this with this type of aspect. This is you working hard for the money, for the love, for whatever it is. You're gonna feel it now, okay? You're gonna feel it. And so work with this energy. It's gonna feel really nice when you can use this energy and not let it use you. I'm going to tell you something also, and it's such a gangbusters aspect, but I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told any other sign and yet. But on that same day, Mercury, your ruling planet, will sextile Saturn. And so another rare aspect, this only happens twice a year. Another rare aspect happening on the day of Venus conjuncting Saturn. So please pay attention, Virgo, because this is huge. This is you signing a contract, having some sort of agreement. I mean, Saturn, remember, it's all about those long-term, everything that's happening here is for the long term, even your long-term goals and visions and whatnot. So I love this. I love this. And of course, we'll go deeper into it in your weekly forecast. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of January. Ah, you got the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, it does seem like there is going to be something where you may have to make a decision. It may be something that you've never had to even think about before. It's coming up for me. There may be something here where it's like, and coming after the Page of Wands, it's it would make sense. It's like, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Am I prioritizing this, or should I prioritize that? Have that balance. Remember, you did get the Justice card. This card is a little bit imbalanced, but it's not, it could be you just having fun doing a lot of different things too. But eventually you're going to have to like make, move in one direction over the other. All right. And yes, it can have to do with finances because it's Pentacles, but remember, Pentacles are your physical reality. All right. So it just can be something that's happening in your physical world as well. All right. So I'm going to clarify that. You're going to be fine. You've got the Nine of Cups. You just got the Witch Come True card. This is the card that you see. I call it Genie in a Bottle energy. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle. This is enlightenment. This is satisfaction. This is look how proud he is. Proud, like being proud of yourself for something that has happened for you. So yeah, it's almost like you're going to have opportunities. All right. You're going to intuitively move in that direction. That's a lot of enlightenment. Wow. Third week of January. So we do kick it off on the 20th with Aquarius season. Like I said, Aquarius season kicks off with the Sun conjunct Pluto. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's, this once a year aspect that just brings a lot of power. It's just it's a cycle. So see what unfolds. Okay. Weeks after, even throughout this week. All right. I'm thinking that another thing that you would really like is the 25th. All right. January 25th, Venus trine Mars. So you know what happens when the two cosmic lovebirds get together, right? So one of the best days. Now, if you are a cross watcher, all right, if you watch for rising, your moon, or for your husband, your partner, your boss, whoever it is, just know that Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer they're going to feel this the most, okay? Everyone's going to feel it, but Venus and Pisces, Mars and Cancer, so the water signs, yes. Now, Venus is in the strong position here, and there's a great balance of like that masculine, feminine energy. This is love, romance, creativity, all of that, money, like off the charts with Venus trine Mars, all right? So use this, all right? This is what you want. This is things that bring you pleasure, things that you desire, all of it. Here you go. This is, heaven on earth. This is just really nice, and it's very expressive. Like, you're going to want to be connecting with people when Venus trine Mars. Again, there's something here for you with Venus and Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and Mars and Cancer in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. But also remember your social network. So there could be something here really great with, just going out with friends this day. Even if you're single, you could be meeting someone. I mean, it's just please take advantage is what I'm trying to say of this. All right. Don't go on some solo journey to Antarctica at this point. Like, you're going to want to be around people. All right. So third week, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of, well, that one popped out. The third week of January. Oh my goodness. All right. So you got the star. So what did I say about hopes, wishes, dreams, all that, all aligning for you? All right. And through Aquarius season, you're going to start seeing a lot of big things happening, new things. And the star is attributed to Aquarius. You do see the water bear here. Now, you also got the moon. Very interesting because the moon popped out. So we're just using it as a clarifier. Remember that intuitive energy, just go within anything that you have to face. Just don't bring it into 2025 with you. Don't bring it into the second half of January even. Now, the stars aligning for you. That's a lot of strength here. This is wisdom. This is healing. This is having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe. Remember, I talked about that freedom, that freeness, being able to express yourself. Well, that's why, the water bear here is, free, like not, wearing any clothes, just that free, connected to earth, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing for you. All right. So You not only got the wands aligning for you, you got the stars aligning for you. Now, the moon, interesting, is by the way, in tarot, the moon is attributed to Pisces. And so, again, remember, you got the North Node, you got the lunar nodes in Pisces, right? The North in your seventh house of partnerships, relationships. So there may be something here again regarding that, but it's just again just going within. That's all you have to do. Go within. Anything that is coming up, remember you got that devil energy in your challenge area that you recognize. I do not want to bring this part of me or something in my physical world or whatever it is into 2025. All right. Now, last week is such a major week. All right. I'm gonna have to skip a lot of these things and I'll tell them in your weekly forecast. Just know Uranus, the great awakener, the planet of surprises, breakthroughs, big. A lot of big aspects here. Now, on the 28th, Mercury, your ruling planet, will be conjunct Pluto. January 28th, this is a once a year aspect. This is once a year. This is big. This is some big truth, some big realization, some big moment, you telling big news or someone telling you big news. This is really going deep within the surface. There's a lot happening here. All right. Big, powerful aspect. And January 28th is my birthday. So mark this in your calendar. Now, what makes this so special is because the next day on the 29th, that's when we have the new moon in Aquarius. Now, I already told you this is one of the best new moons of 2025. If you're a cross watcher, fixed signs, that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and air signs, and all air signs. They're going to feel this new moon the most, but everyone's going to feel it. Everyone, okay? One of the best. One of the reasons why it's one of the best is because the day after, on the 30th, we have the sun trine Jupiter. So we only had this once last year. This is one of the luckiest days it's the luckiest day of the month. It's Jupiter, right? So anything that you want, you're getting all this abundance. You're good, like luck and good fortune, profit, wisdom, all expansion, all of that here, all happening at the same time with Sun conjunct Pluto, Mercury conjunct Pluto, new moon in Aquarius, Sun trine Jupiter, and then Uranus goes direct on the 31st, and that is Uranus is freedom, by the way. Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet, so you see how huge the last week of January is. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last week of January. You're good. You're absolutely good. You got an archangel. You're amazing. You're amazing. Temperance. That's just saying. Listen, things are happening for you. It's almost saying, listen, there is a path that you're on. Everyone's on a path, and you're gonna get there. There's the archangel saying, like, yes, I'm going to help you get there. Don't worry about anything. Remember, stars aligning for everything's happening for you. So don't stress. Don't worry. Have that patience, that, self-restraint. That's what temperance literally means, right? Self-restraint. And just know that you're protected and you're going to get to wherever you want to go. All right. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. So let's break it down now with the second spread. So we're going to cover, let's see what's going on for career, love, health, but let's do it. Oh, and and this, by the way, as a reminder, I don't know if you saw my, message, this moving forward after this reading, okay, for every weekly forecast, every monthly forecast, any of my forecasts, the second spread will only be for the tier 3 members. All right. For tier 3 members, and watch the video that I made. It'd be great if you can be a member. If you are a member, I really appreciate it. If you're a subscriber who's curious about becoming a member, we'd love to have you. Great, fun community. Because you get a lot of other perks too. All right. So, and it just really helps me be able to do this, right, on top of my full-time job. Anyway, so Virgo, let's see what's going on for you when it comes to love. I mean, this is a big month. All right. This is a big month when it comes to love. All right. So, love, January 2025 for Virgo. All right, so we're going to see what those say. Uh, Nine of Pentacles. I mean, talk about this is a card of independence. This is a card of, having earned all this abundance, and that can be in your physical world. That can be love. That can, she remember where's the gown with Venus all over it. Really, really wonderful. This is even like, in a sense of that independence, like having choices, being able to choose and feeling really good. It is truly like abundant. Now, I want to see all the cards that popped out. This is always really interesting for me. Okay. 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 Wow. So the reason why this is so interesting is because they are 6 cards that popped out for you when we're doing love here. Now, why is this interesting? I'm gonna line them up so you can see for yourself. All right. Look at what's happening. They are all major arcana and court cards. So, love, huge, significant this month. Okay. You got the Tower. Like I said, something's got to go. All right. And the Tower, it looks like it's something that, if you're not taking care of something that needs to go, the universe might say, man, we're going to take care of this. Remember, Uranus is very active this month, and Mars is very active this month as well. Now, you got the Hierophant, which is, big spiritual leader. But the Hierophant is someone who, also just that spreads that wisdom, that great knowledge. All right. Really great here because the Hierophant is Taurus. Remember, Taurus rules your 9th house of spirituality. The Devil. So the reason why I use a different spread, and at some point I'm gonna be using three decks. When you get the same card, by the way, you got to really pay attention. So you got the Devil twice. Okay. So really break free from those chains. Ace of Cups. A lot of y'all are going to be finding new love. There you go. Or kids. You're going to have kids. Some of y'all are having kids, planning having kids. But Ace of Cups, this is the holy grail. This is the heart of tarot. New beginnings with love and relationships. Big. Or just something that like fulfills you on this emotional level, like overflowing. All right? Overflowing. Temperance. Again, you're fine. You're protected. All month. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be good. Everything you want, you're gonna get to. Now, Page of Swords is, well, really nice. Okay. Seeing things in a new way. And it seems like you are going to be getting some sort of message, by the way. All right. Or you may be bearing messages as well. But it just seems like the biggest thing is like there's something new and exciting for you that's making you see things in a different way. Now, let's see what's going on for you for career, Virgo. All right. So, you got the Fool, another major arcana. Like this is going to be a big month for you. Remember what's happening here already, okay? On top of the Fool for career. So, a lot of y'all are going to take big risks, and this is saying do it. And it's encouraging you. Remember, you got that sun, the stars aligning for you, you got the wish come true card, the Fool, okay? So, take any risks. That's what brings confidence, okay? Trust your intuition on all of it, all right? The Fool is all about opportunity. It's all about abundance, all right? But starting this new journey. It's card 0. What is 0? 0 is nothing, but what's nothing? Nothing is everything, all right? So create your reality, all right? And just really take, like I said, this Devil energy, that's even part of the Fool. It's like just only taking the essentials, like leaving any baggage behind, right? That you don't need on this new journey. But a lot of y'all are going to be having new journeys when it comes to career. All right. Take that risk, please. Now, health. And this is mental health, social health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, all of it. All right. But let's see what's like the biggest focus. You're going to be fine. You got strength. Another major. Like, who are you? Like, this is insane. You're fine. All right. Just remember, have that strength, that courage, that confidence, all of it. That all comes from within. Tap into that wherever you find that source of strength. That's That's what you want to do this month. And that makes everything in terms of health. That just like mind, body, spirit, all of it aligned. All right. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. Very powerful. Very powerful. And I do love the fact that Pluto is in Aquarius season with Mercury, your ruling planet in Aquarius, new moon in Aquarius, in your sixth house. That does rule, health. All right. So let's see the last card, the pay special attention to card. This is a card where you should pay special attention. So what should Virgos pay special attention to in January 2025? That's it. Queen of Wands. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got that second queen here. I really love that. Queen of Wands. Remember, Queen of Wands is, the queen that is, has so much passion. And she's the entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. She attracts everything that she wants. So remember, have that confidence. And, the Queen of Wands, she never said, oh, I hope I become queen one day. She said, I know I'm going to become queen one day. I'm going to make it happen. Okay? That's the type of confidence the Queen of Wands has. So pay attention to that, because you can have whatever you want. Just be in touch with your higher self. Be your authentic self. You're going to be fine. You're amazing. And just to give you a little bit of a preview for February, that's going to be, you're going to have a new moon in Pisces. Okay? We're going to have a stellium around that time too. Oh my gosh, I've gone over an hour with y'all, but that's in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So it looks like there's still something new happening in that area. It's continuing. Y'all are amazing, Virgos. I cannot believe I went over an hour. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, consider becoming a member. Next week, remember, I'm not going to be doing the first week of January. You got a lot of that here. I'm doing the second part of 2025 for you. Thanks so much, Virgo. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.